We've been doing all of our work so far at jsfiddle.net within our browser. That's good for testing and maybe prototyping, but it can be a little cumbersome, especially with organization and using tools such as source control management uh, products like Git. So we are going to work offline using a text editor, and we're going to use this text editor called Sublime Text. It's a very popular editor. We're going to go to sublimetext2.com/2. Now on Mac, we're just going to install it. There are also Windows and Linux versions. And then I'm going to open Sublime. And we are going to open a folder here. We're going to open up this empty Tic-tac-toe folder, which I created before. And let's just extract the code that we've been working on. So let's go back here. And this was some HTML code. So we will create a page. Index.html. Okay. And I just grabbed all of the HTML that was in the HTML window and put it right here. I'm going to grab the CSS and create a new file. And .css. Another nice thing about working on in a separate text editor is that you can control your fonts. That's something I personally like. I like a really big font and bright colors. And we'll call this game.js. So let's try to open this. I'm going to go to Finder. And I'm just going to double click on this, and you can do this in Windows as well. And it should open a browser. Okay. There's not that much here. So, what is the problem? Let's view the page source. Right click, view page source. And just to refresh your memory, there's really nothing here. What we have to do is include the CSS and JavaScript in our HTML page. So first we're going to add a doc type, and that tells us what version of HTML we're going to use. Doc type HTML is for doc type HTML5. And then we need an HTML tag. And typically all your stuff is in a body tag inside the HTML tag. And if you're wondering why we didn't need this before, jsfiddle did all of this for us. And I'm going to include the style sheet using the link tag. And I'm going to include the JavaScript file at the bottom of this HTML page. That is for a specific reason I won't go into. And let's refresh. You'll notice everything's working like we expected. And the URL is a little different. This means that the file is local. One nice thing is that uh, we don't have to rely on JS Fiddle, and we can refresh as we want. And as long as we get used to alt tabbing, it's not much more difficult. And this will allow us to do a few more things later. That'll be in the next video.